Merilith.
Here we go.
The goddess protects us.
Okay, maybe I have to trigger it? No. Oh, it's locked. Well, fantastic. Now let's hope I can actually... Okay, awesome. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that later, and I think I want to go to the old wing. Because I think there was an area I needed to get into through the old wing. Or the old wing. Oh. Oh. Okay, never mind.
I'm here all week.
Here we go. And boom. Knowledge Arcana. Oh, examine the barrier. Nice. The barrier appears to have been created for the essence of the abyss. Destroy the barrier. You see a beautiful silver-haired woman whose face displays unusual heavenly tranquility. Now you can get a good look at her wings. One looks strong and is covered in white feathers, but just as you would expect of an angel. But the other wing, it looks like a framework of mismatched bones with a grimy purple substance stretched across instead of a webbing, and is covered in something akin to scabs or strange scales. The angel awakens and unexpectedly inclines her head in greeting. I do not know who you are, stranger, but thank you for freeing me. I am Targona, blade of Iomede's heavenly host. My captivity, though I was ignorant of it, lasted so long. How did you end up here? I was brought here from the brink of death. I had been fighting the Baylord Darazand alongside a troop of crusaders when we were struck by the Echo of Discaria, a demon of terrifying power and cunning and an old enemy of mine. All my comrades perished, and two demons set upon me like predators savaging a bird. The Echo ripped off my wing and left me to die among the bodies of those I failed to protect. And then she appeared, the architect of the world wound. Sometimes I am amazed at the vast power, terrifying or benevolent, that can reside in a mortal. However, Arilu is no longer mortal. She brought me here. She treated me as much as she could, or as much as she deemed necessary. I can hardly remember those first days in the laboratory. Pain, strange magic, purple flames flickering around me. Arilu spent hours casting spells over me. I was chained the whole time, though I was too weak to fight or flee. There was nothing else for me to do but to walk to her and to try to glimpse inside the black soul. I don't know what I hoped to find in there. Perhaps the smallest glimmer of light. Hope that all this could be remedied. All I saw was twilight, a veil of arrogance, and secrets that Arilu used to keep herself separate from the world. Jeez. Her thoughts were occupied by some grand experiment. I was of little interest by comparison. I wouldn't be surprised if Arilu was either neutral evil or flat out neutral. That's very true. Kind of like, almost kind of like Nenio, just like always out there trying to, just there for more knowledge. Anyways, when she had finished her work, she put me into a deep sleep, a healing sleep. It was necessary to allow my new abominable wing to settle in. I have been in that sleep until now. What grand experiment was Arilu planning when she captured you? I wanted to perfect her accursed wound. The second opening, as she called it. The rift was to be larger and more stable, opening a road to Galarian from new abyssal realms. What shocked me was that she talked about the disastrous consequences of her plan with total equanimity, as though they were minor details that were but a distraction from the experiment itself. I also know that her experiment required a mortal soul. Oh. I think that's us. Perhaps as a sacrifice in some dark rite that would siphon the mortal's life force and use it for perverse ends. I heard, or rather pieced together from what I overheard, that the soul belonged to a child. Arilu, like many demons and demonic spellcasters, has the ability to wrest souls from their bodies and contain them in special vessels. The vessel containing that soul was delivered to the laboratory soon after I was brought here. Arilu was unusually distressed that day. She talked to me more than usual. That's when I learned the details of her plan. I was aghast when I realized that she was discussing the soul of a child, a soul which she likely wished to sacrifice. I cannot describe the horror I felt. But what's wrong with your wing? It is the work of Arilu. The wing is fully functional. Its creator isn't known as the architect for nothing. But it frightens me. There's more to the abyss in this wing than in the eyes of an arranged Baylor. Wow. My lady, I am but a humble cleric, and it is likely beyond my powers to heal the heinous injury that was done to you. But I could not look at how they desecrated your perfect beauty and not say something. Please allow me to at least try to repair it. You have a pure heart and good intentions, but what was done to me is beyond the power of even angels to undo. Failures with the abyss in their eyes, how unscientific. I would have been pleased if she had sent me anything at all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry this happened to her. It's terrible. She should never have been. No living creature should ever be treated like this. Why didn't you get out of here or summon the warriors of heaven to help you? Even the goddess cannot hear me within these walls. This place, it belongs to the abyss, not the material plane. I could not call for help, only pray for a miracle. Perhaps your arrival is the answer to that prayer. I know what it's like, being cut off from everything you know, from everything that makes you who you are. The angel's gaze stops on the succubus and flames blaze up in her eyes. Demon, weren't you one of my captors? The succubus instinctively bares her teeth in response and hisses threateningly. Her claws grow long, and suddenly you see the old Ushale, the fearsome demon of the abyss. Stop it, don't even think of hurting each other. Arushale, we are gonna need to have a conversation later. Forgive me. I spent too long slumbering and my self-control is diminished. I should not have been so hasty to deem your companion an enemy. Can you tell me anything about this place? Well, I only know a little. Arilu once let it slip that this refuge is where she wrote the Lexicon of Paradox, the book of dark magic containing the secret of the world wound's creation. That means this place is older than the wound itself. Arila must have created it, at least part of it, before her great atrocity. I was astonished at the strange way she seemed to speak of this laboratory. It was as if she despised this place, yet she tried not to show it. There was a moment when I wondered if this hatred was a sign of her contrition, but I was mistaken. Arilu Vorlesh is incapable of feeling contrite, even for a heartbeat. She is like a tempest, hurling forward and sweeping aside everything in its path. It's likely Arishale didn't do anything, but the angel just reacting. Can't blame her. Probably. We'll see though. I still want to have a conversation about that. Anyways. Good. Requires the angel mythic path. I came here for you, Targona. The hand of the inheritor and I were able to find you. Angel's eyes brightened, and I have not been forgotten. I have so much I want to ask you, but that can wait. First, we must find a way out of this dungeon of grief. Have to go. I need to find a way out of here. I already know where to go. Hold on.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's go. Do 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 do. Anyways, some of the things I need to do: change the light. One enemy creature. Eagle's soul. I can do multiple. I can grab multiple heals now. Yes! That might just be what I do. Anyways. That really depends on what's in here. So we'll quick save. We'll go ahead and boom. Is this door still closed? Wait a minute. What? Oh. Oh. Did I forget a door? I unsealed the way out. You are free. Free. Then let's leave here at once. May the light of Iomade be with you.
Here we go.
I'll find you, Z. Thank you for giving the sky back to me. Will my wife and son even recognize him? Ooh. How do I open that damn door? Oh well. Ah.
I can handle it.
And it's raining blood again. Oh god. Mark of Terror. All units in the target army receive -2 times mythic rate penalty to morale. This effect lasts for 1 day. Uh-huh. Usually wants to talk. Usually ask to spare some time for a private talk once the crusade leader can take a break from matters of dressing. Okay. Those are getting worked on. That'd be good. Okay, well, quick save here. Okay, so that army's actually going to take a while to get up to here. Oh boy. So we'll go ahead and we'll teleport to Dresden, because that's where we need to be. And enter. To the streets, please. All right, let's see if she automatically just talks to us. If not, that's fine. But she... Anyways. Okay, no, she doesn't automatically just talk to us. That's fine. Oh. Well, that's strange. Maybe I had to trigger it in the But hey, we got a lot of notes for the storyteller. So there's that. By the way, do I have a autosave? Yay, Finian gets an awakening. Hold on a second. I may actually have to rest. Companion quest. Oh, right, the companion quest. Finian's awakening. Talk to Finian. Okay, wait for an opportune moment. Still gotta wait on that, though. The angel greets you warmly, but her eyes remain sad. Greetings, my rescuer. There were many things I wish to speak to you about, but now I can't seem to find the words. Being free feels exhilarating, but the bitter realization of how many terrible things happened in my absence weighs on me. Never before has my soul been troubled by so many warring emotions. I contacted the Hand of the Inheritor. Yeah, he's right here. As soon as I got out. Here on Galarian, I can freely send messages to my celestial brethren, so I know more now than when we first met. I now know what happened over the years. I was held prisoner. I know that this is the 5th crusade, driven by just desperation and daring like none before it. And I know about the hope you have brought to all of us. I thank you. You are the light in this darkness. What did you want to talk about? Talk may not be the right word. I need to tell you something important. Listen, you know the truth about the Wardstones, how their power is built on the angels locked inside. My dear brother Lariel and I were supposed to end up inside the Wardstones, but we both escaped that fate. He perished, and I was captured by Rilu. But there is something else you should know. Even the glorious herald of my goddess was not immediately aware of this. The power of the Wardstones comes from the selflessness of those imprisoned within them. Not sophisticated magic that wounds and binds demons, but the angel's voluntary sacrifice. Their foregoing of freedom in the name of duty. The truth is, in some rare cases, there is no need to seal anyone inside an artifact to achieve a similar magic effect. There are some such individuals among mortals and immortals who are willing to give their lives to protect others, and when this happens, the mortal or immortal can become a living wardstone of sort. Weakening and holding back demons by the force of their presence alone. Unbeknownst to me, I acquired this power. Even immersed in my enchanted sleep, I protected the poor folk who were imprisoned in Rilu's laboratory with me. And Eliandra and Kater did the same at Pelura's fall. It was their self-sacrifice, so different, always sincere, that protected the temple, not just Pelura's power. The Hand of the Inheritor had long suspected this, but only after speaking to me did he finally realize the truth. He wants you to know, once we have dealt with more urgent matters, he wants to search for rare souls capable of becoming living wardstones. They will be in the vanguard of your crusade, and they will make demons and demon lords alike tremble in fear. Living wardstones, how can we find such people, and what are they capable of? I don't have the answers to your questions. Being a living wardstone, it's more than just power. It's more than a gift. It's a true miracle. And like all miracles, it is extremely rare and is manifested only in dire circumstances. That is likely why we never heard of such a thing before now. The demon invasion is the gruesome catalyst that has woken this hidden power in souls across Galarian. But now that we know what we are looking for, we can recognize this special light in others. It'll be our weapon in our fight against the Abyss. Did Arilu know about your special abilities? I don't know. She never mentioned it, but something about me piqued her interest. Many of her prisoners were unusual in one way or another, and when she left and ceased her experiments, I think that too was an experiment of sorts. Perhaps she even continued to observe us somehow. Can your wing be healed? If there is such a way, it is unknown to me. The wing has become part of me. I even feel that if I were to cut it off, it would grow back, just as deformed as it is now. Its existence is a challenge for me, and there is nothing left to do but accept it. I will have to live, wondering constantly whether foulness is creeping into my soul just as it has crept in my body. And may Iomedae help me if my fears are ever realized. Are you going to return to heaven? I wouldn't dare with this wing, with foulness that has become a part of me. How could I enter the shining light of heaven? Besides, I don't want to leave you and the Crusaders. I was meant to join my brothers and sisters inside the Wardstones. Since that did not come to pass, I want to serve the Crusades in another way. Thank you. I'll be going. Wait, I didn't dare ask you before. I wasn't sure I could take the answer, but please tell me how my brother Lariel died. I miss him so much. I I want to know what his final minutes were like. He fought until his last breath to save his mortal comrade, and he left his sword to be raised up by another in the future. We ought to do the same, protect each other even in impossible situations. Nurture our hope and know how to give it to others, so that the light we carry now will shine on even after we die. Thank you for your answer. Like a ray of light, it has revealed the path I must follow. My watch goes on. Greetings, champion. Greetings and thank you for saving my heavenly sister in arms. Targona has returned to us with joyous news. Xanthir told me of a demonic barrier hidden beneath the Iomede's symbol in the center of the city. I encountered a similar demonic barrier in Arilu Vorlash's lab and was able to breach it. I can open this barrier too. All you will have to do is protect the city from the blast. I am impressed by your many gifts, champion. Together we shall open the passage and protect the city, and then we shall burn the Midnight Fane with the cleansing of fire and righteousness. But first we must gather our strength. I shall send word to Queen Galfrey. Her help may be necessary when we reach that dark bastion of the abyss. The queen will heed my call and arrive quickly within a month. We must use this time to prepare to attack the Fane. Answer a few of my questions before I have. What do you think? What happened to what do you think of what happened to Targona? About her wing and Arilu's experiments. That demonic wing concerns me greatly. But even more concerning is how Targona is bearing this burden. She does not say so directly, but I know she is ashamed to be seen with me. She does not wish for a corrupted angel to be seen next to Iomede's herald. I cannot convince her otherwise. Targona is too proud to accept my sympathy, but no matter. When we finish our business here today, I will try to find a way to help her. Although I confess, I have never seen anything like that demonic wing before. I will say, it's kind of weird. As a demonic angel, she's not fallen. She's just kind of got part of the abyss in her now. And she's ashamed to be next to the herald. All I gotta say to her is, look at me. I'm a freaking undead guy with powers of holy righteousness. You think that's weird? And you don't think that's crazier? Targona told me about your hunch. About the living wardstones. Yes, I wanted you to hear it from the lips of the one you saved. Gotcha. A tiefling of demon origins with Azada powers. Yep. Okay, there is an unusual spring in the succubus's step today, and she has a mysterious smile on her lips that you can't recall seeing before. Oh, Desna, something truly miraculous happened to me. If only you knew. You're beaming with delight. Yes, I have never been so happy before. I used to, and now I'm... No, wait, this doesn't feel right. Look, Ursula takes a few deep breaths, trying to calm down. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have barged in like that. You need to talk one-on-one. I will be waiting for you at the tavern. At the tavern? Borrowed dreams. Talk to Ursula into the tavern. Oh, God. Oh, I think we got a few things we need to work on. Anyways, hail! The supply situation is improving, but too slowly. Once the fellows of the Crusade lost their connections in the quartermaster's service, they switched to dealing with the cart drivers directly. Each supply caravan loses a cart or two on the way, as driver tells us tall tales about how they were attacked by demons or how a rock swooped in and carried off an entire cart. We catch these jokers, but it's getting out of control. We can't get them all. We need to change something in the system itself. As I propose, we have inspectors from the Medevian treasury travel with each caravan. Someone experienced, someone who's ready to answer for the delivery with their life, and who knows how to keep the cream away from the cat. There's a simple rule. If you can't beat 'em, lead 'em. We'll drop a hint to the brains of this lot to stick to us and fall in line. They don't act up too much. They'll get their new uniforms and extra rations, and we'll get the loyalty of some big-name leaders among the soldiers. So soldiers are stealing from their own comrades, like cats. What is it you said, Norglinda? Like the cream that got the mouse instead of the cat? In any case, this is wrong. We must convince them. She's learning, guys. Bear with her. She's learning. Anyways, we must convince them. Let the caravans be accompanied by priests from the capital. Under their eyes, the warriors will be ashamed to steal. We overlook their antics, and it must be clandestine trades, but theft must be dealt with quickly and severely. Tell me more about your plans. Gladly. Boljeff.